This was a continuing video of part two of this lesson because I had to cut it off for part one because I was helping my mom out with something. So this is part two of this sit down lesson of the news article says again, Russia to place nuclear weapons near Belarus border with NATO. I'm continuing on where I left off at, finishing up the news article. It says there will be done despite the noise in Europe and the United States. And it says Greslov did not specify where the weapons will be stationed, but confirmed that a storage facility will be complete as ordered by Putin by July 1st and then move to the west of Belarus. And it says Belarus borders to the north with Lithuania and Latvia to the west, with Poland all parts of NATO eastern flank eastern flank that has been bolstered with additional troops and military equipment following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The U.S. and Kyiv and other allies have said that they were concerned about the possibility that Russia will send tactical nuclear weapons to Belarus. What President Joe Biden said it was a worrisome. It says President Alexander Lensko said on Friday that Belarus will also allow to put international nuclear missiles there too if necessary. Russia to form special division of Poston torpedoes carrier. Russia plans to form a division of special purpose submarine that will carry Poston nuclear capability torpedoes as part of the country's Pacific Fleet by the end of 2024 or first half of 2025. Russia TASS news agency report on Monday. Russia said in January that it has produced the first set of the Prostin. I don't know where they come from, Slovakia. Connection tweaking. Well, I'm just read this from there here then. Slovakia about that. All these stuff coming out of nowhere. It said Russia plans to form a division of a special hull submarines that will carry post-nuclear capability torpedoes as part of the country's Pacific Fleet by the end of 2024 or first half of 2025, Russia TASS news agencies report on Monday. Russia said in January that it has produced the first set of the Prostin torpedoes 4 years after President Vladimir Putin announced the fundamentally new type of strategic nuclear weapon, confirming it will have its own nuclear power supply. In late March, Russia said that the coastal infrastructure for the submarines that will carry the Prostin torpedoes will be finished on a Kremlin Peninsula where Russian Pacific Fleet's ballistic nuclear missile submarine base is located. So I'm not gonna read all the rest of that, but as of you see the headline of the news article. It says Russia to place nuclear weapons near Belarus border with NATO. And I'll bring out the book of Ezekiel. Slovakia if I spelled it wrong. Internet connection tweaking is just loading up. And this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, verse 2, Son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, prophesy against him. Verse 3, Ezekiel 38 and 3. Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Ezekiel 38 and 4. Because Gog in the land of Magog is of the modern day Russians. Ezekiel 38 and 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thy army, horse and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company of bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Ezekiel 38 and 5. Persia, which is Iran, Ethiopia, Cush, Libya, Ishmael, and them, all of them shield and helmet. Ezekiel 38 and 6. Gomer, which is the army Turks, and I believe Turkey gave the final approval of Finland and Sweden joining NATO. So that's gonna stir up more tensions between NATO versus Russia and Belarus. And I'm gonna read it again. Ezekiel 38 and 6. Gomer, which is the modern day Turkey army, and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters, and his bands, and many people with thee. Ezekiel 38 and 7. And it reads through the Holy Scriptures. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy companies that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Right, so modern day Russians is going to be a guard unto these nations, especially Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, and Turkey as well too. And so, that's going to stir up the tensions more and more, between NATO versus Belarus and Russia. As it says right here again, it says Russia to place nuclear weapons near Belarus borders with NATO. And I'm going to bring out the Matthews 24 and 6 through verse 7, that as well too. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Right, that's what we're hearing right now. The increasing of wars and rumors of wars between these nations. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right, because you're going to continue to hear more increasing of wars and rumors of wars. That's why it's not the end yet, because we're going to continue to see increasing signs of these prime examples of these news articles. So that's a increasing rumor of war. Verse 7, Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right. So the nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom is going to continue to increase as well too. As this recent news article says again, Russia to place nuclear weapons near Belarus border with NATO. So that's going to stir tensions up more and more between Ukraine and the United States and NATO versus Russia and Belarus as well too. So, this was a part 2 of this sit-down lesson that I wanted to bring out. I was able to do part 1, but I had to cut it short. So now I'm doing part 2 of this lesson. So part 1 and part 2 is going to be uploaded. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of this recent news article from the JerusalemPost.com as of April 3rd, 2023. As it says, Russia to place nuclear weapons near the Belarus border with NATO. And once again, with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Wakaradash. Double honors to the elders for preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.